Hey everybody. So, hey everyone. Come on in, you guys. So, okay. Sorry about that. You guys, you know I love to have my lip gloss on. So, hey girl, hey guys. So you guys, tonight we're going to talk about survivor's guilt. Tonight we're going to talk about survivor's guilt, okay? And so I just shared another video about one of my friends that committed suicide back in 2005. Her name was Nikki, and I still think about her to this day. So what we're going to do is I'm going to start out by sharing Nikki's story with you guys. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get started. Y'all come on in. If you don't mind, please share this video. Invite your friends to the live stream. Yeah, here we go. So Nikki was born Mary Nicole Beasley. We grew up in Hot Springs, Arkansas, and I met her when I was like in 2nd grade, I think. And we actually became friends right away. I'll never forget it. We were like in maybe 5th or 6th grade, and we were outside on the playground, and she pulled out her partial. She had a fake front tooth. And I remember as a little girl, I was like, whoa, wow, you can take your teeth out. And I always thought it was so cool. And I was always one of those people that I didn't make fun of her. She was my friend, you know? Well, me and Nikki, we went through kindergarten through 12th grade together. And it was my senior year when we became really, really tight. We actually started going out together and partying together, and we both became addicted to opiates and methamphetamine around the same time. More methamphetamine than opiates for me, and more opiates than methamphetamine for her. But we were abusing drugs together. We were skipping school, we were partying, and we ended up spending graduation night together. When we walked across the stage for our senior graduation, that night we had a huge party and we partied together. And so we were close. We were very good friends. After we graduated high school, we both got a job at the same place, J.C. Penney. She worked in the catalog department, and I worked in the cosmetic department at the cosmetic counter. Now, catalog is where you can basically order stuff out of the JCPenney catalog, and you can have it shipped to the store. You could do returns there. It was basically like customer service center, but for JCPenney. And then the cosmetic counter was where we had Estee Lauder, Lancome, Clinique, all kinds of different brands just like that. Okay. Well, I loved working at this cosmetic counter, you guys. I was good at it, if you can't tell. I've always had a special knack with makeup. I love doing makeup. In fact, I love doing my makeup to this day. I still like coming on here and going live and we doing our makeup together. If I had people that lived here that wanted their makeup done, I would do it here at my house. That's how much I enjoy doing it. Well, we were both working there and we were both abusing drugs. She had started to shoot up. Now, what brought on her shooting up was she started dating this guy named Goober. His real name was James, but everybody called him Goober. And the way we met him was we were out in Greenwood, which is a town in Arkansas. Was it Greenwood? I can't remember the name. Anyways, we were in this town and we were at this trailer, and him and this guy named Calvin were there at this trailer, and we were all getting high on meth together. Well, we ended up going to hang out with Goober and Calvin. Calvin was a gay guy that owned a salon in downtown Hot Springs, Arkansas. And so we would always go to the salon to go see Calvin and Goober and just hang out. I always thought that Goober was gay. Well, he wasn't, and he started dating Nikki. Well, Nikki was shooting up, and so was Goober, so they were shooting up together. I was still smoking dope, I hadn't graduated to shooting up. My addiction had taken hold of me, though, and I was starting to do illegal activities, felonious shit. I was stealing from my job. I was selling products or getting products away in exchange for drugs. I was just doing all kinds of bad shit. And so I got caught, and I ended up getting let go. I've always been really fortunate when I got caught at my jobs that they always just let me walk. They didn't press charges on me, and I was very lucky for that. The only time I've ever been pressed charges on for stealing was when I was in Walmart, and that one time I got caught in Dillard's. But other than that, I've never gotten caught. So, Nikki, shortly after I lost my job, Nikki lost her job. And the reason she lost her job is because she was going to work and she was falling asleep at the counter when she was trying to wait on people. And I didn't even realize how bad that she had gotten into her addiction because I was in my addiction also. Well, her and James ended up getting married, you guys, for real deal. And they asked me to be the maid of honor. And so my mom made our dresses. She sewed me and my best friend Sonia's dress, and we were maid of honors for Nikki's wedding. It was beautiful. This is how the dresses were. So they were pastel yellow, and they were off. One of them was, they were off the shoulder, and then one strap right here, and they went straight down with a split down the back like that. And then she had a beautiful wedding gown with the bodice went like this, like a sweetheart neckline with lace, and it went tight in like that, and then it went all the way out like a ball gown. It was so beautiful. I remember going and trying the dress on with her at the bridal shop. I remember her being so excited. And then I also remember us all being high out of our minds on methamphetamine at her fucking wedding. It was so bad, you guys. So bad. Hey girl, message me your cell phone number and I'll call you when I get off this live stream and we'll figure out treatment for you. Okay, girl? All you gotta do is send me your phone number and I'll call you. Sorry guys. Okay. So we were all out of our minds. We were all out of our minds, getting high and doing all kinds of crazy stuff. And yes, I touch my hair a lot. It's something I've always done all my life. It's a nervous tick. It's actually how I self-soothe. For those of you guys that don't know that, then, here you go. It's kind of like, how people that have autism have little ticks and stuff. This is what I do. I self-soothe by playing with my hair. So anyway, we did the wedding. It went off without a hitch. She was beautiful. Everything was great. We were all very messed up, but we made it through the wedding and she went on her honeymoon. Well, I started dating LD, the guy that was beating my ass. Remember? I've told you guys stories about him. I had just started to date LD and our relationship was getting really, really serious. And so it was just starting whenever after we finished up her wedding. And so because I started dating LD, she got married. We were still best friends, but we weren't hanging out every day. She was, married to her husband. They were getting a house and buying new vehicles and just doing the married couple stuff. And I was, moving my boyfriend. Me and LD had moved in together. We were living in a 1-bedroom efficiency that had roaches. And then finally, after 6 months, we moved out of there and got our own place. And that is when, it was probably a year after we got together, maybe 2, where I started to realize he was abusive and that he was beating me. He was abusive to me. And I was high though, so I always made excuses for him abusing me. I always said, I'll leave, I can't leave, or he doesn't mean it, or he'll change, or, it was an accident. I just fell and hit my head. Just excuse after excuse after excuse. I would go to my job and I would have black eyes. I was working at the revenue office and I was still lying, telling everybody, oh, it's just a bruise. I fell over. I fell down the stairs. Just stupid shit. But Nikki, I was honest with Nikki, and I was telling her about the abuse that I was experiencing. I was telling her that he was hitting me, and her husband were offering to let me live with them. Well, it finally got so bad that I left. I left the house. I was afraid. I left, and I drove over to Nikki and James's house. And that's when they said, why don't you move in with us? You move in with us, we'll help you get back on your feet. I had just lost my job at the revenue office. For those of you guys that don't know, I lost my job at the revenue office because I was doing felonious shit at the revenue office to pay for my addiction. I was doing horrible things to get money, and I was making a lot of money, and I could have went to prison for a really long time. So I ended up leaving the revenue office. They asked me to resign, so I resigned. And that's when LD, basically, I didn't have shit to offer him anymore. I couldn't pay for his shit. I couldn't pay off his car payment. I couldn't pay the rent for him. So he was basically, beating my ass and treating me like shit all the time. And so I finally left for a moment, and I called Nikki, and she said, come stay with me. We'll take care of you. And so her and her husband, James, cleaned out a room for me in their house. And it was so nice, you guys. They put dresser in there for me. They made my everything. They made my bed for me and everything. Hey, Kelly, I'm in Little Rock too, girl. What's up? And so it felt like we were just one happy family. It was like I was their kid and they were my parents. It was amazing. And I lived there for like over a month, you guys. They helped me pay for my credit card bills. They helped me pay for my car payment until I could get on my feet. She was my best friend. She didn't ask questions. She just helped me no matter what. Well, my dumbass went back to LD, and I went home to our house that I had with LD, and Nikki went into a deep depression. Now, it wasn't because of me, but she was struggling. She was addicted to opiates. She was shooting methamphetamine, and she was struggling. She was struggling bad. And she wasn't able to say she was an addict. She was still saying things like, I have pain. This is why I'm doing this. I have pain. She wasn't like I am. I always knew. But by that time, I knew I was an addict and I had an addiction. She would always say that she had pain and that's why she was taking the pills or shooting the pills. And so it was getting out of hand really bad. Well, one day I had went over to my parents' house to visit them. My parents lived here. Me and LD lived down the street over here. And then Nikki lived right over here, 2 minutes away from my parents. And so I drove past Nikki's house to get to my parents' house, and then I was over at my parents' house, and my cell phone rang. And I was like, hello, and it was my friend Amanda. And Amanda was like, get over here quick. Nikki has shot herself. And I was like, what? I just automatically told my parents, where did y'all go?
Just down in the park.
Okay.
And we got some candy.
I told my parents, I gotta go check on Nikki. Something happened. I don't know what's going on. And I left my parents' house, and I was there in a flash. When I got there, they had the whole place caution taped off, yellow caution tape everywhere. And I remember walking up the stairs to the trailer and going in the living room to her bedroom, and they had paramedics and everybody in there, or cops in there, and fire department in there. They had already taken her to the hospital. She had shot herself in the chest. And her little brother found her, and she was still alive when he found her. And so they took her to the hospital, and she died there. So after that happened, you guys, I was freaking out. I was just really upset about it. She was one of my best friends in the whole wide world. She showed me support when nobody else did. You know, she was there for me. And
He's out front playing with Bash.
Huh?
He's out front playing with Bash.
Okay. When I tell you this girl was amazing. She was hilarious, down to earth, fun. She had a little brother and her mom. But after that happened, I blamed myself. I had survivor's guilt. And so I thought what we could talk about here is survivor's guilt. Okay. So, I still think about her to this day, you guys. I still wonder, like, if I had just been a better friend, if I had just talked to her more. Hey, Hannah, if I had just let her know that I was here and that she could call me anytime. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ask myself these questions all the time. When I work with people and try to help them get sober and they relapse, I ask myself the same question. Like, what could I have done different? Why did it happen? Why wasn't I able to help them? The same thing happened with my friend Ashley. Let me tell you about Ashley. Ashley and me met when we were in treatment. Here in Little Rock, when I paroled out from prison in 2010, I moved here to Little Rock. And I moved into a halfway house. I moved into a sober living because I knew without a shadow of a doubt that if I didn't get my act together, hey Grammy, congratulations on 7 days, baby. I'm proud of you. I knew if I didn't get my act together, you guys, and get into sober living, that I wasn't going to stay sober. So when I got out of prison, I moved into sober living. Well, I met Ashley, and let me just tell you all about Ashley. Ashley was a lot younger than me. For some reason, I don't know what it is. I'm old, but I'm stuck in I might be 40 years old almost, but I'm stuck in like a 20-something-year-old's mindset. And so all these girls that I've made friends with in the past have always been like 10 to 12 years younger than me. Maybe it's because I'm like super immature. I don't know. But I just get along with girls that are younger than me. And so this girl was a lot younger than me. I remember I was probably like 25 and she was like 19 or 18. She was a lot younger than I am. She was young. Well, me and Ashley met in treatment, and she had blonde hair, the prettiest blonde hair, and the bluest eyes, and she was so smart. She could play the piano like Beethoven, y'all. She was talented as fuck. Her favorite band was the Beatles, and she was like a flower child. She was like a girl that was like, she was an old soul. Like, I imagine her, she should have been alive back in the 60s and the 70s. You know what I'm saying? And so when we met, we just clicked and we became fast friends. I remember she always wanted me to be her sponsor because she just looked up to me a lot. Well, we ended up getting into the apartments next door. So when you're in sober living at Williamsburg, you can stay there for like 6 months to a year, or you can stay there forever. But we stayed there for 6 months, and then we graduated up to the next phase where we went to the apartments, and we both moved into our own apartment. And every Sunday we would have pasta Sundays where I would go to her house or she would go to my house, and we would make pasta and we would drink wine, but it was really grape juice out of wine glasses, and we would watch a good movie together. And so we were good friends. Well, our dumbasses decided one day, I went over to her house and she had relapsed, and she relapsed on Roxy's. She relapsed on Roxy's, and she was trying to shoot up, and she asked me to help her. And so I did. And then I relapsed. I should have known better, but that was when I was younger. So I relapsed too. We both went out in our active addiction. We both got kicked out of the apartments. and we lost touch with each other. Well, probably like a year after I got sober, so in 2016, I was like 28, 27, 29. A year after I got sober in 2016, she found me again on Facebook. And we became really close friends again. I was talking to her on the phone every night. And she was back in her addiction, though. And she had moved in with this older man that was basically human trafficking her. And he would give her heroin. And basically he was keeping her there. An old ass man, y'all, by giving her heroin. Well, one night she tried to leave and he got mad at her. He took her arm, put it on the corner of the table, and broke it in half. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all. Are you looking? Right here. Okay. He took her arm like this, took this side right here, and bah, broke it in half. She went to the emergency room. They put it in a cast and all that good stuff. And she went into shock. Like she lost it when that happened. Like it really fucked her up, you guys. It fucked her up so bad that she's like stopped talking. Like she was really in a bad way mentally. Well, she was able to get out of his house and move back in with her parents. But her parents were not supportive. They were not helpful. They didn't try to encourage her in her sobriety. They didn't try to uplift her. They were very cold and callous. They were a lot older. Her parents were like in their 70s. And they were just really, really hard on Ashley. And she had been, you know, in active addiction for many years. And so when she moved back to their house, basically what they did was they stuck her in the piano room. She had no bed. She had to sleep on the floor. They made her buy her own groceries. They treated her like a second-rate citizen. They were horrible to her. She was struggling. She had nobody. She had no support. And so I became her support. She would call me. We would talk every single day. And we would text, and I was there for her. She had gotten off of heroin, but the way she got off heroin was she started taking Imodium AD. And she began to abuse Imodium pills. Hundreds of them. Okay, taking like the whole packages. And so she was trying to get off those. Well, probably a year and a half went by, and this was her life for a year and a half. Well, one day she called me and she said, I need to talk to you about something. I did something really stupid and I don't want you to be mad. Please don't tell anyone. Please promise me you won't tell anyone. And so me being the dumbass that I am, I said, I promise I won't tell anyone. And that's when she sent me a picture of her neck. She had hung herself. And I guess, I don't know if the rope broke or what, but she had purple ligature marks all around her neck in the shape of a rope. The moment I saw that picture, I was like, honey, I got to call 911. I can't, I'm not keeping this secret. I was freaking the fuck out, okay? And she begged me and she pleaded with me and she said, please don't tell anybody. Please don't tell anybody. My parents will have me put in the mental institution. They're not going to help me. Please, Nicole, don't tell anyone. And I listened to her and I didn't tell anyone. And a week later, she hung herself and died. It was a Wednesday when it happened. It was a Tuesday night, but it was a Wednesday morning when I got the notification to my phone from my Facebook Messenger. I got a notification. It was like 9 o'clock in the morning. I was driving to work because at the time I was working for Hallmark. And so I heard the little ding, ding from Facebook Messenger. So I opened up it and I was reading it as I was driving. And that's when I saw, by the time you get this message, I will already be gone. And I automatically knew. And so I skimmed the message, and in the middle of the message, she had left her dad and her mom's phone number. And so I automatically called her dad and I said, please go check on Ashley. Please go check on Ashley. I think she's dead. I think she killed herself. And that's when her dad said to me, how do you know that? She hung herself last night. And he hung up in my face. And I just cried my eyes out. I was devastated. I failed my friend. I didn't tell anybody. I should have told someone right away. And I didn't. I kept her secret. And because I kept her secret, she's dead now. That's why when people come on here and they say things like, I'm going to take my life, or I do not play around like that. Because I can't do anything for you from where I'm at right here. So when somebody comes into my live streams and they say shit like that, it pisses me off so bad. Because I'm not playing, okay? I am not playing. Of course, no, Taylor, they didn't leave her there. They took her down. I'm sure, of course, they took her down. They found her hanging, you guys, in the closet, okay? It was fucking tragic, all right? Tragic. The letter she sent me to my Facebook Messenger basically asked me to keep her memory alive, to keep her Instagram and her Facebook open, to message all of her friends and tell them what happened, because she knew her parents wouldn't. And she was right. Her parents didn't even have a fucking funeral for her, dude. They were such pieces of shit. Me and my friends here in Little Rock had a memorial service for her because her parents didn't even do shit. Nothing. So her dad called me back and he's like, how did you know that? And I was like, what do you mean, how did I know that? She was my best friend. She sent me a letter. She sent me the suicide note. She sent it to me. She had it on one of those timers. So it time messaged me the next day after she completed the deed. And so I have never in my life, you guys, had anything like that happen to me where a friend was that close to me and they were telling me and I failed and I did not call and tell somebody else about it. And I think about that every time. Anytime somebody tells me that they're struggling and they don't want to live anymore, I automatically think that. So if you're somebody that reaches out to me for help and you're telling me you don't want to live, I'm calling 911. I'm calling the police and I'm sending them to your house, because I will not let somebody else fall through the cracks because of my stupidity. Okay? I was stupid. I did not do what I was supposed to do. I should have called. And I allowed her to manipulate me because I was her friend and I felt bad. But you guys, that's not a joke. When somebody's saying that they want to take their own life, do not take it. Don't let them talk you out of getting them help. Because I could have, if I had said something sooner, if I had said something, and just in general, she would still be alive today. But her hatred, not hatred, her struggles with her family was what made me not want to do it. She said, please don't call anybody. They'll put me in a mental institution. I don't want to go in a mental institution. And I felt so much guilt, you guys. I felt so horrible. And after she passed away, I fucking kicked myself in the ass for years after it happened. It happened 3 years ago? 3.5 years ago? Yeah. So this was recently. This happened when I was sober. I think it was 2016 or 17 when she passed. 2017, I think. And I could have changed that. Yeah. Totally, Laura. And so I just beat myself up about that. I really, really do. And people, we never know what somebody else is going through. You know what I mean? I should have listened, though. And I should have told somebody. So, the guilt with Ashley is a little bit more than the guilt I had with Nikki. And it's because I was so involved in what happened. I remember her telling me how she looked up to me because I was able to get sober and I was staying sober. And I remember telling me how proud she was of me. You don't ever know who's watching you. You know, I have friends of mine that are watching me that I went to high school with who message me out of nowhere. I haven't talked to them in forever. And they'll message me and say, Nicole, I'm really proud of you. I had my friend Matt message me just a week ago and say, you know, you made it. I wish I could get sober like you have. You know? Sometimes I think about and I wonder why why people have to die. And I had the sponsor that told me that some people die so we can live. And it's true, you guys, because I will forever share their stories. I'm okay, baby. I will forever share Ashley's story and Nikki's story and all my other friends' stories that I have had that passed away, you know? I've had several friends that have died because of overdoses, you know? And I just know that it's hard. It's hard. Even though things ended bad with Rachel, I know you are brought into my life for a reason. Oh, yeah, Hannah, I totally agree. I'm proud of you. I don't know you. I'm very grateful to have found your story. Forever be my best friend. I love you, Hannah, so much. Hey, Chris. Yeah, I hope these stories impact your guys' life because they have impacted my life, you know? I mean, just the last week with Rachel passing away, that was a fucking huge moment in my life because this girl, like, I put so much effort into trying to help her get better. Like, I tried so hard to help her, you know what I mean? And I wanted her to get better. And the thing about it is I work with a lot of people. And I have a lot of people who, they don't put any effort into it. They don't try to get sober. But Rachel was trying. Chris, I'll share with you what happened. So, Hannah's still in here, I think. Hannah was Rachel's best friend. Best friend since they were little girls. About a month ago, no, at the beginning of April 5th or so, Rachel called me and she was reaching out for help to get sober. She was calling and she was like, hey, I need help getting sober, but I don't know where to begin. She was talking about going to this other place called Graceland Ranch. And that's when I was like, wait a second. You don't need to go there. You need to talk to me because you need medical attention. You need a nurse. You need a doctor because she was addicted to opiates, intravenous heroin and fentanyl / methamphetamine and other drugs. And so I wanted her to get the proper attention, the help she needed. Exactly, Blunts. When she called and told me she was going to go to Graceland Ranch, I knew that God had sent her to me on purpose because I was like, oh my God, if she had went there, you guys, we would be telling a story and it would be an even worse. Something bad would have happened to her there. So I got her on the phone and we were getting to know each other. She was sharing her story with me. I was helping her get all of her stuff together and she was going to come out to treatment with Dr. B. Well, 2 or 3 days before she was supposed to come out to Dr. B's treatment center, this motherfucking piece of shit that was human trafficking her found out she was talking to me, took all her money, and broke her fucking ribs. So now she was scared. She was scared. And I remember because she called Hannah. Hannah went and got her, and that she went back to Hannah's house. And that's when I got to know her and Hannah. And we all kind of became, me and Hannah were trying to help her get sober. And me and Hannah were connecting with each other behind, well, not behind Rachel's back, but kind of behind her back, because we didn't want her to think we were like talking about her and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, we were trying to help her though. We were both on the same team. So Hannah and Rachel found a place for Rachel to go in Tennessee. And so they took a flight out there. And they were staying in a hotel because she was going to go into this treatment center in Tennessee. While they're at that hotel, you guys, somebody knocks on the door of the hotel. It's him. It's that motherfucker. He has followed them all the way from Virginia to Tennessee. Psychopath. So Rachel called 911. The police came and they arrested him and they took her in, and then that's when they allowed him to leave because they said it was her word against his. This is where the system totally failed Rachel. Totally failed her, just so you guys know. They basically said that they would have to catch him in the act of hurting her. And they allowed this piece of shit to go, even though he stalked her all the way from another state. And so they were out eating dinner, and she goes to walk outside of the restaurant, and she turns to the right, and all she hears is, "I warned you," bam. And he knocked her out, y'all. He punched her so bad that she got a bloody eye, and we now know, or we think, I don't know, can I share this, Hannah, about the stroke? He hit her so hard, you guys, that we think she had a stroke when it happened. And that is part of the reason why she didn't make it. Okay? So he hit her so hard that her stroke was the result of an injury, which was when she got punched in the face. Okay? So then they arrest him. And Rachel went into the treatment center. Well, this treatment center, you guys, there's nothing wrong with it, but they just didn't have the things that she needed. She needed a doctor, she needed a nurse, and she needed medication. And so she didn't make it. She left the next morning, and she called me and told me she left, and then I called Hannah and told her she left because she was so ashamed and she was so upset. She thought we were going to be mad at her. Of course we weren't mad at her. We wanted her to get better though. So she got home. Hannah went and got her. She got home and we all got on the phone, and she called and we found a place to take her so she could get into the Suboxone treatment. They let that motherfucker go. Okay? They let him go. Can you believe that? And so she comes back to Virginia. I think he came back to Virginia, and he started texting her and harassing her and telling her that he was coming for her, and if she didn't give him his money, then he was going to come for Hannah and me, and just horrible things, just berating her. But she was like, she was going to go into treatment and get on her maintenance medication. She had an appointment for the next day, and she overdosed that morning and died. She was willing to make changes though, you guys, and she was trying to get better. But the police and the system failed her, okay? They didn't care. They treated her like she was a piece of shit, scum of the earth, okay? And they did not protect her. They did not go to bat for her. Those motherfucking police, what they should have done is lock that motherfucker up and then helped her find help. Okay, because she wanted help. She wanted to get better, but they weren't protecting her. And this fucking piece of shit followed her from fucking state to state, y'all. From state to state, trying to kill her, basically. And so now she's not with us anymore. She's passed away. She has a 3-year-old daughter who will be 4 next month, who is not going to have her mom. because nobody would take her serious. They wouldn't take her serious. The police in Tennessee even said, "Oh, we thought you were lying because you're a junkie." They, when I'm telling you guys this, and here's the thing, you guys, Rachel didn't have her parents. Her mom passed away when she was 15, and her dad was in prison. So the only people that she had going to bat for her was Hannah and myself. Okay, she didn't have any family members to go up to the police station and raise Cain. You know what I mean? She didn't have somebody that, like, that's what I kept telling her, give me the phone number. I'll act like I'm your mom and I will raise fucking hell. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what she needed. She needed someone to fight for her. You know what I mean? Because she didn't have nobody, dude. And that's what makes this so much harder for me, is that I was trying to be there because she didn't have anybody. Do you know what I'm saying? So, anyways, I will never forget this. I will forever share her story. This has changed my life forever, this experience with her. She needed an advocate. Yes, exactly. Exactly, plant leaf baby. That's exactly what it was. And I will never forget her, y'all. I will share her story until the day I die. I swear to you. Because nobody was taking her serious, you guys. And that's what makes me, this is such a bad situation. And the fact that this guy was just allowed to run the streets and had no remorse, you guys, was texting her up until the moment she died, telling her how he was going to come for Hannah and me, and how, just horrible shit. Hannah went and got her cell phone and has been able to read all the text messages and see all the things that was happening right before she died. And I truly believe that he pushed her over the edge. He pushed her, you know? It was hard. And you guys, I meet people like, do I see or get random flowers? What do you mean, Summer? So what I'm trying to say is, like, I lost Nikki. Okay, I lost Nikki. And I feel like it's because I didn't speak up and help her with her problems. And I was in active addiction. We were both in active addiction at that time. And so it was like I was useless to her. Then my friend Ashley, I could have been there. I could have called. I could have gotten help for her. Okay? I could have, but I failed her. And then the same thing with Rachel. I should have done more. I should have called up to the police station. I should have done something more. Do you know what I'm saying? And so that's why I wanted to talk to you guys about survivor's guilt. Survivor's guilt. Okay? That's what I feel. I feel that guilt, you know, in front of you when you're out and about. You know what, Summer? I haven't noticed, baby. I'll have to start looking and noticing, because I don't really notice if I do. And so what I'm trying to share with you guys right now is, if you have someone that you love and care about that is struggling, do not wait till tomorrow. Don't wait till tomorrow. Say what you need to say today. Help them today. Get them treatment today, because tomorrow will be too late. That's what I'm trying to say. I always say I will do things tomorrow. I will do that tomorrow. I even remember the night before Rachel passed away. I was like, tomorrow morning I need to call her and talk to her. I need to text her, but I hadn't texted her since the day before, that night. I should have texted her that day. I should have called her that day. So you know what I did? I texted her after she died, and I sent a message to her phone, even though she was not here anymore, and told her that I was sorry that we didn't get to meet in person, and that I loved her, you know? Oh, wow, Summer. Okay. I just wish that I had paid attention more, that I had done more, you know. And so don't wait until tomorrow. That's what I'm trying to say here to all of you guys with this message. Don't wait until tomorrow. Whether it's for you or a loved one, do not wait till tomorrow. If you are struggling and you are fucking getting high, do not wait until tomorrow to get sober. Because every time a friend of mine says tomorrow, it's always too late. And the more and more I help people and the more and more I see things like this happen, you guys, it doesn't get easier. It doesn't get easier, right? It makes me so, so sad. And I ask God all the time. I say, why did I make it? Why did I make it? Why didn't my friends make it? Why didn't so-and-so make it? You know? Then I know why. I know why. Because I'm supposed to be here to share. That's why. Yes, Summer, do you want me to tell you what it was? It wasn't something that we said, but it was something that she would always say. And she would always say that Hannah is so dramatic. Yeah. Very bad. And I tried to get her help and she said she don't want it. Oh my gosh. Hey, Meg. My best friend is going to rehab soon. I'm so proud of her. How do I make her less scared of going? Plant leaf baby. Girl, tell her it is going to be the best thing that she has ever done. And tell her I know because I've been to treatment. Tell her you're so proud of her and assure her yes. That is so crazy, Summer. Are you what is it called? A medium? Cause see, like, I'll tell you this. Let me tell you a story, Summer, about Nikki. Okay. So my friend Nikki, that's the story I first told you guys about, my friend that shot herself. One of our favorite songs was this song called Can You Help Me? I'm bent. I'm so scared that I'll never get put back together. That song? Well, we used to listen to that song all the time. After she passed away, I was in my little Ford Focus. And that song came on the radio. And it turned up on its own. And my the things on my on my dashboard, the light thing, the speedometer, all of it started blinking and going like this. And I swear to you guys, I said, Nikki, is that you? It's no other explanation than she was in the car with me. That song came on. And then I was like, I have experienced shit like that before. Then my husband's dad, Alan, he passed away from a massive heart attack. He was babysitting my little boy, him and his wife, and he was not feeling good. He started coughing, and he had a heart attack, okay? Well, after he passed away, thank God he got to see me and my husband get sober. This is the house that my husband and his parents, they raised my husband in. I was upstairs in that room, you guys, and I swear on God and everything, something loud dropped in the bathroom. So I went over there. Nothing was there. So I did a live stream on my YouTube channel. Do you know that the girls on my live stream, they all kept on saying, what's that behind you, Nicole? What's that behind you? There's an old man standing behind you. I watched the video back, and there is a silhouette of a gentleman standing there. Had to be Alan. He was always clowning and doing jokes and shit. So it had to be him. Crazy, huh? Oh, really, Hannah? My sister's boyfriend OD'd right next to her and died, and I said, that can be you. I get scared every day. You know, yes. Wow, Hannah, that's crazy. I see Summer, Hannah and her lived in the same state together in Virginia, and they were best friends since they were little girls. I had just came into the picture about 30 days ago, and I was trying to help her get sober. So, Hannah, I hope you're talking to Summer in the comments because she's talking to Rachel right now. I've been clean almost 3 years. Cameron, that's great. I'm proud of you, babe. So I'm sorry about getting a little emotional, you guys, but I wanted to share all these things with you guys because I want y'all to understand that tomorrow might never come. Okay? You got to change your life now. You can't wait another minute. Okay? Just like I tell you guys, I don't have another relapse left in me. Okay? We don't have time to wait till tomorrow. Okay? We don't have time. So, please, if you're struggling, I don't just say reach out to me because I'm a bullshitter. Okay? If you message me, I will message you back. Sometimes it takes me a little bit to get through all the messages, but for the most part, I check them every single day. Yesterday, I didn't check them. I woke up this morning and I had about 20 messages, so I went through and messaged everybody back. You know, the best thing I can do, now I have resources to 2 free rehab centers, and then I have resources to just regular treatment. You know, if you guys are willing and ready to go to treatment, you don't need me. All you got to do is get on your insurance card, call the number on the back, and ask them for in-network rehab providers in your area, okay? If you don't have insurance, then like I said, I know 2 free places, but they're year-long programs. And she's bossy. Oh my God, she was bossy to me when she was alive, Summer. Hannah! Oh my God, can you see this, Hannah? Okay, good, you're This is so wild, Summer. Oh, God, I'm about to get very emotional. Yeah, she was bossy just to me on the phone. So, anyway, sorry, guys. I love you guys. What's going on with you, Dee Dee? I just seen Dee Dee. I'm fixing to get off probation. I'm scared to do this on my own. Dee Dee, listen to me. Are you still in the chat? Dee Dee. Girl, if you're getting off probation, Dee Dee, I want to know this. Do you have a sponsor? Are you involved in a home group or some kind of meeting place? Do you have therapy? I need to know these things. If you do not have these things, I want you to get them right away. Right away. You know why? Because getting off probation, I've seen it a time and time again where my friends got off probation and that they didn't have that shit weighing on them, keeping them straight. Okay? Okay, Dee Dee, I want you to find one woman that you can call every single day that you can talk to. So that way you can talk to her when you're struggling, okay? Seriously, girl, do it. Do it, do it, do it. You know I wouldn't steer you wrong. Hey, Melanie, that's okay, girl. Probation will keep you on the straight and narrow, sis. Dee Dee, tell her. It'll keep her on the straight and narrow. And listen to me, okay? It's going to get easier and easier with time. The longer you guys stay sober, the easier it'll get, okay? Believe me, I have days where I feel like shit. But today was a good day, you guys. Today was a good day. Today I got out. I went to the dog park with my family. I got to hold the cutest dog, you guys. It's a French bulldog. I want a French bulldog so fucking bad. I got to hold this little French bulldog, you guys. I loved it. It changed my life. Hey, Micah, what's up, girl? How do you go about suggesting someone go to rehab when they think they're doing good but aren't? Well, plant leaf, baby. You know what I would do? I would send them videos. Okay, that's what I have a lot of my friends that watch my channel and my TikToks. When they have a loved one that's struggling, they send them videos that I make about certain things, and just kind of like to hint around at it. So that way you don't offend them. But I mean, honestly, girl, I would just be like, listen, I'm worried about you. You need to get help. Okay? Oh my God, Hannah, I want one so bad. Good, Melanie. That's awesome, girl. That's awesome. I sent my friend the press pill video. See, Micah? See what I'm saying? Like, you guys, and Micah, your video that you made last night, girl, I showed it to my husband and we were both crying because it just means so much to me. I mean, I honestly, like, when people like you make videos about how I've helped you, it makes me realize it because I honestly don't realize it. I'm just doing it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just doing what I know to do. But when you guys show me that I've made a difference in your life, it's just overwhelming. You know what I mean? It's overwhelming for me. And it just struck us both really hard when you said, I don't know what it was, but a stranger on the internet named Nicole got through to me, and I was just like, oh! You know what I mean? Tears just started coming out of my eyes. But it's like, you don't realize whose life you're impacting. And I never realized how, I didn't realize it, you guys. I didn't realize that I was helping people. I hadn't, and I really realized it until recently. Here on TikTok, I have just really connected with a lot of you guys, and you guys are so much more open with sharing your feelings. I think it's because it's a younger generation, but it's like you guys share things with me here, and it makes such a difference. You are so inspirational. I know we are complete strangers, but you have been there for me when I felt like I had no one else. Thank you. You're welcome, B. Cole. And listen to me, when you were like, Nicole inducted me onto Suboxone safely, you know what I was thinking? I was like, oh my God, here come the trolls. They're going to be like, Nicole's not a doctor. Nicole's not a doctor. Just so everyone knows, anytime I work with somebody to help them induct onto Suboxone, I always tell them, this is not medical advice. I am not a medical professional. Proceed at your own risk. You know what I'm saying? But I have been in recovery, and I have been on Suboxone for 5 years. It saved my life, you guys. It changed my life forever. And I work with a Suboxone doctor. I have a lot of practice, okay, helping people induct. What my job is to be your cheerleader, okay? I tell you what to do, which is you score yourself on the cows until you score over a 14, and then we go from there. No, you're okay, Micah. It's okay. I just tell you know how some people are haters. Aw, Hannah, you will be, girl. Can y'all believe Hannah's pregnant? I'm like so excited. And I'm very grateful. Oh, Hannah, you will be, girl. You will be. I'm excited to see about if you're going to have a girl or a boy. This is going to be so amazing. It's crazy, you guys, because me and Hannah were brought together because of our friendship and our love for Rachel. And we brought together, you know what I mean? And so it's just amazing how I meet people through recovery. And I would never have met her if it wasn't for Rachel reaching out for help. I'm proud of you too, Birdwell. What's your real name? Is it Lauren, I think? I think it's Lauren. I might be wrong, though. And so, anyways, and listen, you guys, if any of you guys are struggling, I'm always here to help you guys, okay? If you're trying to get on Suboxone and you need help, let me know. It does, Micah, doesn't it? It does. It like, Sarah! I don't know why I thought Lauren. Why did I think Lauren? Who knows, girl? Yes, sharing your story, you guys, it's like taking the weight off your shoulders and having somebody else carry it. That's what it's like when you get to tell your story. So, you guys have any questions? Because you know I'm all open to answering questions. I just really wanted to share those 3 stories with you guys about my friends. Yeah. Oh, Micah, it was you, girl. It was you. Girl, you're the only one who duetted that video. Out of all those people that were in the live, it was you. So you're the only one that could have won. Taylor, yes, I'm going to put this live stream on YouTube. I was also going to, you remember the live stream we did the other day that was like 3 hours long? I'm going to put that one up in my Patreon. Since I've started sharing little parts of my story on TikTok, it's helped me so much. Hell yeah, girl, Britt, it totally does, girl. It's like takes, like I said, some of the weight. Bye, plant leaf baby. See you later, girl. Thanks for coming in. It's okay. It's okay. So, yeah. Micah, congratulations, girl. I don't know. I didn't see it, Summer. If it was really long, you might have to abbreviate some of the stuff in it. I'm on Subutex now, and what's the difference with Suboxone? And do I have to take the whole 8 milligrams? Okay, so Sarah, the difference between Suboxone and Subutex is that Suboxone is buprenorphine and naloxone combined. Subutex is just buprenorphine. Now, also, do you have to take the whole 8 milligrams? No, you can take half of it if that works for you. And if you aren't taking the whole amount, you know, let your doctor know, be honest with them, so that way they can help you, you know, adjust your dose. But, yeah, that's the difference. Hey, Flores, Rob Flores, what's up, man? Marry you? Honey. I'm already married, but I appreciate the compliment. Very kind of you to say that. Has anybody seen Diana? Diana in recovery? I need to check on her, make sure she's okay. So this live stream will go up on YouTube tonight. Also, I want to talk to you guys about something, okay? I don't charge people to help them. Like, it's free help, right? But if you guys want to support me and my channel and my YouTube, I would love for you guys to join my Patreon. There you are! I was worried about you, girl. I'm so glad you're in here. Okay, good. Let me put it in here, and I would love to have you guys join. I'm not trying to take all your money. This is just only if you want to join, you guys. Let me put the link. It's also in my bio, my Patreon. All it is a subscription service. It's a monthly fee. You know, you can join for as low as $2 a month. And I would love to have you guys supporting my journey. I'm not in the creator fund here on TikTok because, well, they always kicked me, so I just never joined it because I knew they would end up kicking me anyway. But I would love to have you guys over there. It's a way to help me, you know, just to show support, you know, all the live streams and stuff I do. It's up to you though. All you have to do is click the link in my bio, and click the link in my bio and you'll see the word Patreon. Click on that. Good. Hey, Diana, the reason why I was wanting to make sure you were okay is because I wanted to make sure you got your appointment rescheduled. I talked to Alexis today, and I want to make sure that you get that done because I know you've been having struggles and having a little temptation lately. So I just really want to make sure that you stay on the straight and narrow. I'm really, really wanting to make sure you get that taken care of, okay? That's why I was looking for you. I want to make sure, because I just want to make sure you're okay. I don't want you to relapse, girl. There's a couple other girls that I've been reaching out to that see Dr. B that have relapsed. And so it just makes me worry. You know what I mean? That's all. Diana has been having a lot of pain, and she also got the COVID shot. So her injection site had gotten really swollen. And so I just worry about people that I care about. And I really do care about Diana. Me and her have become really good friends. And we met because she called for help on Dr. B's 1-800 number. Isn't this so crazy, you guys? How I meet people and we become friends. Okay, good, Diana, good. I meet people and then we become friends. So it's just awesome. Yes, blunts. Yes, Colin. It starts out at $2. And here's the thing, you guys. Like, if every person joined at $2, that would be amazing. If that happened and I was actually making like substantial amount of money from my Patreon, then whoa, I would do something. I would do something for someone who needed help. You know what I mean? I would, help somebody get into treatment or something like that. But so I need help. I want to make t-shirts, but I don't want to come across as like it just being like a money grab, because it's not. Like, I want to make t-shirts and I want to help people. I want to use half the proceeds to help somebody get into treatment or get into sober living. And so I hope maybe you guys can help me with ideas. But my friend Bonta actually sent me a shirt, and it's cute, but I want I don't know what I want. I'm trying to think about how I want it to look. But I want to make shirts so we can help somebody. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Blunt, you're right. A lot of people. And you know what? A lot of people here on TikTok make merch, and they'll have like under 20,000 followers. And so, I guess I need to get on it, don't I? Here's my idea. I want to make tie-dyed shirts. And I don't want it to be real big print, but I want it to be like small Real Talk Recovery right here around this, the neckline right here or something. And then maybe have like something right here on that. But I want it to be pretty, tie-dyed. What do y'all think? Laura, I don't think what they're doing is right. I think that they are using people that are early in recovery to make money. And I think that what they're doing is unethical. That would be like Dr. B making videos with patients that were new in their sobriety. Okay? We don't do it because Dr. B even said it's unethical. It's not right. They're in a vulnerable place. They're just getting sober. They don't even know who they are yet. And so I think what Graceland Ranch is doing is fucked up. And I don't trust them. I don't trust them at all. Hey D Renee, what's up, girl? Hold on, we're gonna go upstairs and wash my face, you guys. That's what I think. And listen, I understand social media. I mean, I'm a social media person, but I do not think when you are newly sober, you need to be on social media for people to watch. It's not right, you guys. I watched this lady who has a TikTok. Her name is the TikTok Nancy Grace, and she makes a lot of videos about it. So go watch her videos, Laura, because her videos show a lot of stuff that you wouldn't even imagine. Did I show you guys my new blushes the other day? This is the one I have on today. Thank you. Thanks, Essential Tea. Yes, I know. Grace on this. And then I want to show you one more. Look at this one. This is the one I'm wearing tomorrow. Pretty, huh? Look. It's like, oh gosh, they're so pretty. So, okay, let's do our makeup, you guys. All right, let's do our face. Let's wash our face. I gotta pull my hair up, so hold on. Did you take a shower yet? You got school tomorrow, buddy. Yeah. And listen to me, guys. Like, I'm not a hater, okay? I love social media, but I just think that when you're in early recovery and you're living a sober living, you don't need to be videotaped. You know what I mean? Yeah, Nancy TikTok Grace. That's it. Oh, he goes to school in person. Thank God. Look at me. I love my kid, but I needed a break. Because when he was here doing school online, he didn't want to do the work. He wanted to play, you know. It's a lot of work, you guys. I don't know how people homeschool their kids. Hey, Megan. Honestly. Yeah, it is a little break when they go to school, exactly. And that's what I treat it as, a little break for mama. I mean, you guys should have seen it. People were trying to expose me like I was some kind of like horrible person. Whenever all that drama went down a couple weeks ago, people were trying to say that I was a horrible person and were trying to expose me all over Facebook and on Facebook on this like ethics group. And I'm like, dude, come on now. Because of my opinion about putting your recovery first. And I'm like, dude, come on. I don't do anything wrong. I mind my own business. And I help people here from my channel. Yeah, that's all. I was just trying to help. And you know what? I was just talking to my girlfriends, Kat, April, and Tara, and Jay about this. I have totally like moved on from that whole situation. I have, you know, taken those videos down, but they didn't. And they won't. Devin won't, because Devin is all about clout and all about getting people to give him donations. That's what he's about. I know it was, Megan. Yeah, talk about all kinds of different things. Oh, my contact. Hold on, guys. I talk about my life. I talk about just all kinds of different situations. Really, Tammy? That's awesome. Exactly, Victoria. Exactly. A lot of people say that, but then they're over there kissing his ass. That's the sad thing about it. I'm not saying that you're like that, but that's what's happening. Is all these people are saying that, but they're not telling him that. You know? So he thinks that he's just like all great and shit. It's really kind of sad because he's taking advantage of people, y'all. Hey girl, what's up? And you know what made it even harder for me? Is whenever people like Brittany Jade were over there sticking up for him. I was like, are you kidding me, dude? That's when I was like, I'm out of here. Oh, it's nothing. Don't even worry about it, girl. You don't even, it's nothing to worry about. It was a couple of weeks ago, I had made a video because there was some guys on here who are new in their recovery, and they were living in a hotel and don't have any jobs. And so I made a video in a kind way saying, hey, you know, make sure you put your recovery first. And it blew up. All of these people blew it up. People started accusing me of saying they relapsed, which I didn't. And all kinds of BS. And then they made a video about me and put it up on their TikTok saying that I called Child Protective Services on Mama Shark, which I didn't. I did. Yeah, I did. And started that whole rumor and was spreading that rumor around about me. And still to this day have left the video up. Even after me and Mama Shark talked about it and everything, you guys. Like, she knows I didn't do that. And so that's how you know, like, some people just, they are about drama and clout. And so I just let it go and have moved on. But it really put a sour taste in my mouth for people here on TikTok. Exactly, Lily. But I would never do that because y'all know I had my son taken. You know? Hey, Queenie. What's up, girl? Yes, exactly, Megan. Exactly. I would never do that, girl. I didn't even do it on my best friend, you know what I mean, who called them on me. So, anyway, that just was a whole drama all in itself. But that whole weekend, people were calling my job, trying to get me fired and shit. People were talking about me. People were putting me in these ethics groups and all this stuff. And all I did was say, put your recovery first. The whole recovery community, or at least the toxic side of the recovery community, tried to cancel me, but it didn't work. It didn't work, and I actually gained 2,000 followers out of the whole deal, which was absolutely insane to me. I use this. It's called Kate Somerville Exfoliate Cleanser. Yes, Victoria, they were. They all called my job. A whole bunch of them did. Hey, JR. They were calling my job, cussing me out, hanging up in my face, emailing and messaging my boss on all his social media platforms, not knowing that I check all his messages, so they were coming straight to me. Can you believe that? You guys, they were literally emailing my boss and messaging him on Instagram and TikTok, and I'm checking his messages. And I'm like, and then they're reaching out to me and saying, hey, I wanted to talk to you about this. I said, oh, you did? But you just messaged my boss. What did my boss say? He don't care. You want to know what my boss said? He went and publicly commented on somebody that tagged him in one of the posts and said, Nicole works so hard to help other people. I think you guys need to appreciate her. If anyone has a problem with Nicole, they'll have to go through me. Exactly. But that is what people were doing. And then they were saying, oh, hey, I would love to talk to you, after they tried to email and message my boss on multiple platforms. Yeah, he knows me, you guys. He knows that I would never do anything in a bad way to hurt anyone. And all three of my bosses know me. You know what I'm saying? They followed me for 4 years on YouTube and Facebook. What happened with Ashley, Queenie? Everybody's been asking me to reach out to her today, but I haven't gotten a chance to. But what's going on? Because everyone is messaging me. So let me get my, hold on guys, I gotta get my moisturizer. Okay. Hey, what's up, man? I said if you're... Yeah, who's promoting her? Oh, well, I could have told you that, girl. I talked to her on Monday. Well, I hope she really does get to move. That would be pretty awesome for her. Really? That makes me sad. They are promoting her. Yes, you're right. Because people don't understand, you guys. As long as you're talking about people, you're promoting them. Any publicity is good publicity. You know what I'm saying? At least in the social media world. And so I guess that's kind of what I was saying about what happened with me and them boys. Is they're still leaving my video up publicly, like showing people who I am. And so while they're trying to hurt me, it's not. You know, hey Jennifer, what's up, girl? Hey Laura. Oh, Laura, you know who she is. Everybody's been making videos about her here on TikTok. It's Miss Ashy Cat. Everybody's been making videos about her. There's like hundreds of accounts about her. She works at a garage as their like secretary, front desk girl, and she's struggling. And people like they record her like falling asleep at her job and nodding out on live, and then they upload it to their TikToks. It's sad. It is. That's what it is. Exactly, Diana. It's sad because you guys listen to me. Like I was saying earlier, we've all been there in active addiction. Imagine if you were in active addiction and you had thousands of people coming at you. You know what I mean? I just don't understand why people don't see that. You know? That it's like... Anyway. People are getting their hatred for her mixed up. And so instead of hating her, you guys should be reporting all this stuff and getting her help is what we should be doing. Because it's not going to help hating her. You know what I'm saying? But you guys, it's hard. It's really difficult. I feel bad for her. Okay? I really do. It makes me want to cry. It's so sad. I went over there and I messaged her on her YouTube and told her she could call me anytime. We might not be able to help her, but we don't have to encourage it and we don't have to be hateful. Do you know what I'm saying, guys? And so I see a lot of people that are getting angry and they're letting their anger take over. And so instead of being mean, we should either help her or try to offer help, ignore it, or report it, but not be mean, okay? Not make hate videos, not make videos exposing her on... We can see it. You know what I'm saying? It's not our job to do that. Exactly. So we need to stop giving it attention. If we would stop giving it attention, then it would stop. If everyone would stop watching her, it would stop. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I know y'all are like, well, we have to protect other people from getting taken advantage of or giving her money. No, it's not our job to do that, you guys. And too many people have invested so much of their time in this. It's crazy to me. But anyways, I don't want... No more talking about it. Like I said, we just love people until they can love ourselves, right? I'm going to get off here. I will upload this video onto YouTube, and I'll see you guys tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, okay? Oh, yeah. You guys, join my Patreon to support Real Talk Recovery, okay? Yes, Groovy Blunt, I was addicted to opiates for a really long time. I would love to have you guys to join my Patreon. It's only $2. If you want to support Real Talk Recovery, I would really, really appreciate it. You don't have to, but if you want to, the link is in my bio. And if you have a Patreon, send it to me in my TikTok messages, and I'll join yours too. It would be so awesome. And like I said, I upload videos in there from here and from my YouTube. And so it's just a way to support Real Talk Recovery. If you need help, you can message me here on TikTok, and I will message you back with resources. I always message everybody back, okay? Good night. I love you guys. Taylor, Christian, Blunts, thank you for being here and helping me with the chat. Real Talk Recovery, that's me. You can check the link in my bio, and it's all there. I got Facebook, I got Patreon, I got Instagram, I got everything. Same name on Patreon, Real Talk Recovery. All right, you guys. Good night.